took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get off. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Check line 54. Line 54. You must be dreaming.
On first down, Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Let him know. Check. Crunch. Rush in.
Now Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Taylor. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Ready? To Pittsburgh. 49 to Mike. 81. We got to step it up.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
49, guys. Mike, 49. What we got? Shift! Watch the shift! Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Watch the whip.
On third down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and more past the 30 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check, check. Lucky. Kill. Protein spill. Middle. Right there. 54, right there. 50.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the 29, Allen letting one go deep for the end zone.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. These two teams all tied after one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. He finds Taylor. Complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
It's a gain of a yard.
On third down, Taylor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
45, Mike, 45.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. On first down, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Well, that's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check, ready. Touchdown. Oh, yeah. And go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brilliant. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Check. He's just go. Come on. Check 3. Check. Hey.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, come on now.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
X3, 218, chop. Stop. 56. Hey, Echo.
Now Allen. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And that is Allen, still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check Mike 45. Here we go, G. Go. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, check.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jackson to throw again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Ready? Check 45's the mic. Ready? Go. 45's the mic. Hey. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
45's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Here's Jackson throwing again. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
45, Mike, 45. I'm coming for you, son. Watch twist. Check 13.
Again, Jackson. forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. It's caught at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot. Ball back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
40-19. Good trap, good trap.
Watch tight end.
Regular.
We got four. Switch.
Hey, box truck. Here we go. Alert. Go.
Allen now on first down. Allen, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check nickel. Hey. Zip. Slam.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To throw on third down. Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Good. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 50. Pass. 50. No gain on me.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Kill.
Alert. Hey, tight. Six guys.
Mike's 50.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant.
5 wide.
Bravo.
Now Allen operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Gardner. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey. 50 to Mike. Quit talking.
Hey, hold. Let's go. Don't get nervous.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Mike 50.
All 52.
Pick it up. Give these Smith.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Hey, 180.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yeah.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
You got nothing. Watch out. Zoom, zoom. Watch out. 45's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shut up, shut up.
Now Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready.
A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
Switch, okay? Slam. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Haywood. Mike 50, Mike 50. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Alert! 50, Mike 50.
Operating from the gun. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, orbit. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get some penetration. Let's get some penetration.
Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gardner. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
36. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Gun.
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it's 2nd down.
45, Mike, 45. I'm coming. Check. Check 50, check 50. Slam. Jim.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back up. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
54, Mike. Hey, exit. 65. Hey, watch that. Middle. 54. Mike, 54. Go.
Here's Allen to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, watch this. Check 31. I'm the 10. Check safety. Check. Crunch.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 45. Drop deep. 45's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the rip it.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the... It's caught at the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. To throw again is Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Half 85. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5, and they will hit the road.